Welcome to Honors Geometry, Lessons 1.6 and 1.7. We'll just get right at it, alright? Here we go. 1.6 is on polygons. I'm not going to read that to you, I'll let you write it down. Alright? Okay. A polygon is convex, that when you extend the sides and no lines go through the interior. So when we look at this right here, when we extend that side, it doesn't go through the interior. When you extend that side, it doesn't go through the interior. And when you extend all four sides, those sides do not go through the interior. That would make it convex. Concave, when a polygon that is not convex is concave. Lines go through the interior. See, look at this line right here. It goes right through. Oh, it doesn't go. Well, this line goes right through the. Well, not all the lines go through the interior. I'm just playing dumb. This line right here, though, look, it goes inside the polygon. And that line right there also, when you extend the side, it goes through the interior. So this line right here and that line right there, when you extend them, they go through the interior. That makes it a concave polygon. And, of course, you know all these, right? 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides. Okay, what are the names of all those? Dun, 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 dun. There they are. Go ahead and write these down. And I just whoops, sorry about that. I absolutely love that these words right here look so familiar. Man, it seems like I've seen something like that before. Huh, and it just seems like in the last couple months I saw this. I don't remember what it is. It'll come to me eventually. I don't know. Alright, let's move on. Equilateral. An equilateral polygon is when all the sides are congruent to each other. Equilateral. Equiangular is when all the angles are congruent to each other. And then, of course, regular is when all the angles and all the sides are congruent to each other. That would make it regular. Yes, I did say regular and not anything else. So, I think what you'll see on your homework is something like this with a regular, maybe. If this side is 4x plus 2, and this side is 2x plus 14, what's the perimeter of the whole thing? And of course, since it's equilateral, these sides are congruent to each other. So 4x plus 2 equals 2x plus 14. Subtract 2x from both sides. And you got 2x plus 2 equals 14. Subtract 2 from both sides. So x equals 6. So did I answer the question, what's the perimeter? No. Go ahead and replace that in. And we'll find out that one of the sides is 26. Did I answer the question? No. What's the perimeter? Multiply that by 6. And the perimeter would be 156. Alright, that's about all I have to say on polygons. So let's move on to angles, perimeter, and circumference. No. Area, perimeter, and circumference. Area is the space measured in squares. Again, measured in squares inside a figure. The area of a square, well, how many squares are in that? You can count them individually, and that would take a while. So instead of counting them individually, why don't you just use the formula? A equals S squared. The length of one side there is 5, so 5 squared. Area equals 25 square centimeters. Remember, they're measured in squares. Each one of these is a little 1 by 1 centimeter. And there are 25 in that picture, and they are squares. That's why it's square centimeters. The area of a rectangle. The base of that rectangle is 3. The height is 4. The formula is area equals the base times the height. So the base is 3. The height is 4. The area is 12 square centimeters. Alright, how about a triangle? Well, I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and look at this rectangle for a second. What's the area of that rectangle? The base is 10 and the height is 18. The area would be base times height. That would be 10 times 18. The area would be 180 square centimeters. Yes, that is correct. How about if we took that and we drew a diagonal? We would cut this triangle up into two parts. This part over here and this part over here, they would be the same size. So the area would be half the area of this triangle right here. That would be half of the whole thing. So the formula for the area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 the base times the height, because every triangle known to man is half of a rectangle or half of a parallelogram. Okay, find the area of the triangle. Okay, on this right triangle here, the height is actually one of the sides. Here the height is in the middle, and here, because this is an obtuse triangle, the height may be outside. So area equals 1/2 the base times the height. 1/2 times 8 times 3. The area is 12 square centimeters. Area equals 1/2 the base times height. Yes, I'm modeling the way I want you to show your work. I would expect you to do at least this much. 1/2 times 9 times 5. That equals 22.5 square centimeters. And area equals 1/2. You know what? That might be actually in the way. Let me raise that up a little bit so I'm over the top of my face. Area equals 1/2 the base times height. Area equals 1/2 times 10 times 7. The area equals 35 centimeters squared. Alright, that's how you find the area of a triangle. Perimeter. Perimeter is length, length measured in units around a figure. The perimeter of a square is, since it's got 4 congruent sides, take one of those sides and multiply by 4. The perimeter of a rectangle, since its bases are the same size and its heights are the same size, the formula for the area of the perimeter of a rectangle is 2b's plus 2h's. And there is no magic formula for the area of the triangle. You just take the 3 sides and add them up. And it is just that simple. And that's about all I have to say on area and perimeter. Okay, circumference is the distance around a circle. It is a length measurement. Use the same units as perimeter. All circles have the same relationship. That relationship is the circumference. When you divide that circumference by the diameter, you always come up with the same thing. That same thing is pi. And for all intents and purposes, right now we will use pi equaling approximately 3.14. Hey, hold on a minute. If I take this equation right here and I multiply both sides by the diameter, what do I get? Well, you should get the following formula. You should get the circumference equals pi times the diameter. And let's go ahead and move on. Whoops, I didn't want to do that, really. What I wanted to do was select this. Use c equals pi times diameter, or c equals 2 times the pi times the radius, because the mathematical relationship between a diameter, the distance across the circle, and a radius, the distance from the center to the circle, the diameter is twice as big, or the radius is half as big, depending on which way you go. So what is the circumference of this circle? Okay. Since this one is giving you a diameter, you're going to use circumference equals pi times diameter. Circumference equals pi times 14. Circumference equals 14 pi yards. That would be an exact answer, and then the approximate answer, if you take this pi and replace it with 3.14, you should get the answer of, well, hopefully I did the math right, 43.96 yards. And remember that when circumference, you're just talking about a length. Okay, on this one they give you the radius, so we're going to use the other formula, 2 pi r. C equals 2 times pi times 20. The exact answer is C equals 40 pi meters, and the approximate answer is 125.6 meters. And that's how you find the circumference of a circle. Alright, so you go ahead and find the exact and approximate answers for both of these. Pause it while you're doing that, and then come right back. And there are your two answers. So let's move on to area of a circle. The area of a circle is using the formula area equals pi r squared. Find the area of a circle when the diameter is 12 inches. Well, what's the radius if the diameter is 12? That's right, 6 inches. So pi times 6 squared. So the area is 36 pi inches squared, or 113.04 square inches. Got one last screen here. Go ahead and find the exact areas and the approximate areas, and when you're done, come back and check your answers. Okay, the exact area, the first one was 25 pi centimeters squared, and the approximate, when you replace pi with 3.14, 78.5. And on the other one, 49 pi centimeters squared, replace pi, 153.86 centimeters squared. Whew. This does conclude Honors Geometry 1.6 and 1.7.